Hey, welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to be recapping October, any gains and losses, and then as well as dividends. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. So let's pop into the dividend tracker. You can see that we're up quite a bit this month versus last month. I think we're up like $700 and I didn't input nearly that much. 699 for the market return, so 12%. If we go ahead and pop into our dividend log, I want to just show that the only dividend we received this month was from JPQ, which is $10.88. So brings our total for $10.88, but 191 for the year so far. Granted, this will slowly ticker down, but that's just because we had Misty before and we no longer have that. Let's go and pop into track your dividends. Now, 6,071 is what we're showing, 3.48 dividend yield and 3.93 on cost. If we go ahead and look into our upcoming dividends, you can see that this month, November, we're expecting just over 14 bucks, so 15, with that being from ASML, JPQ, and then MPLX. I think I did actually get a message that this is going to be a little bit higher, so that will be a little bit higher, but our first MPLX payment since we added it, I think last month or the month before. Now let's go ahead and pop into Robinhood. Now my first stock holding here is Target. We're at $92 for the day, which would have been on Friday at market close, with our average cost at $89.78. Now I think Target bottomed out here around this section here, which is where I decided to start buying. Since it's rebounded a little bit, not much, but I think there is some potential here. And even if there's not, the company's still doing pretty decent. They have 4.85 dividend yield. So if that dividend yield starts to kind of ticker or kind of dissipate, I will think about kind of going somewhere else here, but I think Target could be good. Maybe work up to like 100 shares, maybe even 50, and then just go from there. But right now I'm just doing a $25 buy every week. On top of that, we still have our honest play. We're down a little bit on this one, 27 bucks, which is 7%. I bought 100 shares. I wish I would have waited a little bit and bought some more, but I think this company still can do good. I think I might try to get some more here, but I wanted to sell calls on here. I don't think it's going to be worth it, and I'm not really comfortable setting with some of the call options here because some of the sell prices are like $7 within the next few months, and I think that it could do that just because of the basis of how much money they're making along with trimming a lot of their expenses. So I think Honest has a lot of potential here, and I mean, even if I had to sell, if there's some type of big major loss here, it's $300, so it's not a huge deal. On top of that, we have Meta. Now Meta took a huge dip after earnings, even though they beat earnings, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not sure exactly what happened there. We can see that it was all the way up here and then it just took a huge dip. So maybe people are just taking profits, but I will still be buying Meta just because they make so much money, albeit they are investing a lot back into the company. Maybe too much, but we'll have to see what happens there. And meanwhile, we are still getting 0.4% dividend yield. So we have a lot of growth ahead, and then we also have that dividend while we're waiting. And then last but not least, let's go ahead and get to M1 Finance. You can see we're up here 73%. This is all time, so that's including a lot of these ups and downs here. But if we look back in the year, we can see that we're up 37% here, and that's a money weighted return, I'm pretty sure. So $1,000 is pretty decent in my eyes, and that's money that I didn't have before. If we go ahead and last but not least get into the holdings here, let's go ahead and just look by our unrealized gain. We can say ASML, we're doing really good here at 52% gain, 51% with AMD, 42 with Google, 13 with Amazon, 9 JPQ, which this one doesn't really matter. MPLX will still the same. Visa will make a comeback for sure. SCHD, I'm not really too concerned about anymore. And then Home Depot always usually rebounds after not too long. So that's what we're looking in terms of value and then what we've kind of gained the most on. So that's a pretty quick recap. We didn't really gain too much in terms of dividends this month, but we did get a lot of market value. So I'll be curious to see where this goes at the end of this month. So thanks for checking in, and we will see you again next video.